We have another coupon code. If you're interested in the MITA wheels, stay tuned, watch this video. I am going to share the code with you. Just show you a little bit about the car, a little bit about the wheels, what it sounds like, and kind of what's going on in the background. We haven't shown it. We'll unveil what we're doing to the car a little later. Even when it goes into boost, it's actually quieter than I was originally wanting, but it's a kind of a nice quiet sound. So my plan is here is to build an NA Plus build, a custom long tube header, ram air airbox, different gear ratio, and of course a lightweight titanium exhaust to not only make power, but to make it more fun and engaging to drive. I showed you these wheels on past videos. These are the MITA MS10, and they're an inch wider than the factory ones, and there's still no rubbing. Let me show you the inner fender well here. Just replaced them with some fresh ones that are not cut. This is the part that will usually get ripped off where the tabs are. As you see, they're perfect all the way around. All the holes are still there. Same on the other one. Everything is intact, so the wheels are not rubbing anywhere. Everything is good. This is the back right here, and as you see, even the rubber is intact. So you didn't get to see that, but this rubber all the way on the inside, it's still all there. So as I'm talking to you here, I just put my hand in and pile right here, and that is set for the last 30 seconds, wiping ants all off my hand. This car is kind of going on behind the scenes, nights and weekends. I'll show you this as a full video. I don't want to do it in series. First off, let's jump to the chase. MITA are giving us that 10% code again. It's LHT S2000 is the code, and it's 10% off, and it's only good for a week. That's why I want to show you this now. These are probably my favorite wheel right now, and I'm not just saying that because I have them. I did buy them. I'm just going to give you the coupon code. You go right to MITA. They will sell you the wheels. These are obviously the replica of the Mugen wheels, but let me tell you why I like these better. And I'm a Mugen fan. I'm a Honda fan. I'm not one of these die-hard, has to be authentic unless it's, you know, it's no good. I can't go to a car show and get points unless it's authentic. That doesn't bother me. I've had high-end wheels. I've had cheap wheels. These are not cheap wheels. They're forged wheels. First off, that's a big deal. They're strong wheels, but they're very, very good quality. Look at the finish. I've had these wheels now, I think about 7 months, and the finish is perfect. Something else that no one else seems to have is all the size fitments correct. I showed you that there's no rubbing on these, and the car is pretty low. I mean, you know, I don't know how you guys measure your distance. I do it by measuring, and we have like preset sizes the way we like to do it. This is, to me, as low as I like to go, where it's functional. I don't rub. I can drive it pretty much anywhere. I've got decent room on my spoiler right here. I mean, I've got over a hand, so I've probably got 5 inches on the front, but there's no rubbing. Also, these are hub-centric, which means you don't need a spacer to fit them on there. Yes, we've installed some genuine Mugen wheels, and you do need that hub-centric ring. These you don't. They fit the wheel perfect. Also, the amount of room you've got on this caliper right here. This is the factory caliper, but I can put my hand completely around here. You can fit spoon calipers on these, and we just recently did some stop-take calipers on the same exact wheel. I'll put the picture in here. So this not only has a lot more options for fitment caliper-wise, they have a lot of sizes, it's hub-centric, it's forged, and you're getting that 10% off. So check that out, LHT S2000 for that 10% off code. So if you have talked to me, I talked to a gentleman last night for probably an hour on the phone, and this is because I'm passionate about this stuff. I'm also very picky, and I appreciate the people that have that same kind of mindset. It's all about modifying the car to your taste. Obviously, we don't want to build the exact same car. It would be boring. If you ever gone to Cars and Coffee and parked next to the Porsches, and they all kind of look the same. The Porsche is a great car, but it's not as a tuner car, I think. This is a tuner car. You can change so many things on it and personalize it and get it the way you like it. It's a phenomenal car already, but part of the modification is tweaking it to basically your taste. getting it to sound the way you want it, the way it looks, the color. Obviously, that's why they make them in different colors, because not everyone wants the exact same car. And also, wheels is a personal taste. There's so many wheels out there, and that's what makes the whole modification process so much fun. You're building it the way you want it. And I still think this is probably one of the best cars there is. If you followed our channel, you'll see the cars that we have had here. And I'm not a car salesman, I'm not a car dealer, but I'm in the position where if I buy a car at a reasonable price, most of the time I make money on it. The NSX, I made money. I could never afford a $180,000 car, but it made money. And it also got us some of the sponsorships that we needed. The Porsche, great car, made money. The C8 Corvette, I wanted to own one, drive one, build an exhaust. That one, I made money. So we're not in that big YouTube position, and so still bite me, where we can just buy cars and put them in the, in a spare warehouse and they just collect. I have to get rid of a car to get a car. This is a permanent fixture. It's that good of a car. So check them out, MITA MS10s, plus they have other versions. They have the V3 wheel, which is, I think, the best factory S2000 wheel. They call it the V3 wheel. It comes on the 2008 and 2009. This car had them on stock. They offer that wheel in the factory bright silver and the CR color, which I think they call it Kaiser silver. So check that out, MITAmotorsports.com. Don't forget your coupon code LHT S2000 for your 10% off. So I'm in the LHT Studio right now, aka the Chevrolet Colorado. I wanted to share something with you, and we're still in the talks with ID4 Motion. They make a gauge cluster for the S2000, and I've seen kind of like the development of this. I saw a lot of teaser pictures. Looking around on YouTube and searching, there's not really a whole lot of info about it. There's not very many good videos, not really too many showing you how it works and how you install it and the features. So I'm talking with them. I'm going to try and get one for our car. I think it'll give it a more modern look. And of course, having some of those startup screens, a lot of modern cars kind of go through, they used to call it a ceremony, how the gauges would kind of come to life. They light up, they would do some kind of sweep. They have a few variations of the opening screen. And I think that would be something really cool for the S2000. I think the S2000 is still a fantastic car, but a few little things here and there to freshen it up, give it a newer look, I think would go a long way. And if it's something you guys are interested in, comment below, let me know before I put my money where my mouth is and buy one of these things. I want to make sure you guys might be interested in it. And again, it's kind of just that customizing your car, that OEM plus, and it's a very common word now. People use that OEM plus, and I think it's the style I've had for ever since the beginning. I take a factory car and I just kind of tweak it. I don't like to do crazy stuff. I don't like to get too loud and make it look too far from the factory look. I've never been in the body kits. 20 years ago, those body kits were big. People put primer bumpers on them, primer wings. I don't know for the life of me why they never painted them, but it seemed like that was a thing. You get the gray primer, you bolt it on, you're done. You go to a car show. And then the light up squirters and then the halos came, and then all the other stuff. And I never got into that. I wanted the factory stuff. I used to paint my factory parts body colored. Like the CRXs, we used to paint the bottoms where it used to be black. We used to paint it body color and leave the molding around the middle. It gave it a newer look, a little bit more of a Euro look, I guess. Now, a few things I'm still asking them about is if it is reversible. That's always a big thing to me. And also to keep your mileage. I don't know if you can program the mileage in there. If we get one, I will do a full unboxing of it, what it looks like, how it installs, what you've got to do, what the functions are, how it looks. And then, as I like to do, a follow-up video, show you what it's like in 6 months. Is it really good? Obviously, when people unbox it, it's the best thing in the world. You never hear about it 6 months or a year later. Is it still good? This is the end of the video. Don't forget, hit up MITA Motorsports if you want those wheels. 10% off. The code is LHT S2000, which is a good code. I like that. It's only good for 1 week. I think it's good until Thanksgiving. So by the time you see this video, it's already 1 day old. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Don't forget, enjoy your S2000.